Holmgren looking around. So on the 4 for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up a 4 and the 5. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's KD in at small forward. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Now, here's Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. With the fadeaway. Out to Wallace for 3. Nailed from 3. Point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant making you pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
Wallace outside. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Great defense that time from Şengün. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Williams against Durant. Holmgren up top. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And so, Şengün will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams.
For his size, Şengün with incredible moves and body control.
There's 1:47 left here in the first quarter. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren can't hit. Houston leading by 4. Here's Şengün. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. SGA's shot is good.
Wow, what a quick release from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What a pretty pull-up.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. No Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Now Mitchell. Outside, Dort. No good from outside. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shepard. It's good from long range. Shepard's got 5 points so far.
I love the rise and fire mentality Shepard has. It's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Williams can't get it to go.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Here's Van Vliet. And Houston again with the bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. But Trey knocks down the three ball. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so it's Houston. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
Well, they've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Taking a look at the Rockets. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Adams is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drops in the tray. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston. Mitchell looking it over. Shoots over Van Vliet. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Okogie's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Holmgren kicks to Dort. Mitchell wide open. They get the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They double-team Sengun. Again, the Rockets score.
For as hard as Sengun plays, he's always so relaxed on the floor.
Under trailing by 18. Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Dort. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
Here's Van Vliet. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Van Vliet's got 14.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the shot goes in. And that's now 6 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, such a tough cover on the interior. Knows angles, has great strength and size.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
That one goes in.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. There's Williams with the three, and the three ball is good.
There's a reason Jalen Williams has the green light from deep. He is so consistent.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg. Pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach, Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Now Thompson. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's an 18-point game. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
And Thompson puts up a deep three. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his fourth rebound in this one. From the stripe, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Rockets leading by 14. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell, he's checked in for Dort. Number 25. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. The offensive rebound. Outside Williams. The three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Come one, come all.
I think for Oklahoma City, starting the season with a little home cooking, put you in a good mood and get you ready to hit the road after that.
And now talking about this game, what a first half from Fred VanVleet.
The mental aspect of VanVleet's game is showing up.
Thank you for being with us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Got that bucket in no time at all. Eason's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Rockets. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Well, clearly 2025 was a special season for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris winning the league MVP and the adoration of many.
And obviously contributing to what was an historic season for Oklahoma City. They had the top seed overall in the playoffs. He averaged nearly 33 points on a ridiculous 52% shooting. This guy is the model of both consistency and efficiency.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. Thunder with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Bounce pass Wallace. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Your handle has got to be tight enough to get a little bit of separation. Jalen Williams with a pretty move.
And that one's good. Durant.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
SGA finds Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Just 5 on the clock. And here is Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And with the trend break toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Durant just inside the line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Williams for three. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Back to SGA, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thunder trailing by 17. From outside the arc, the rebound by KD.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net. Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Holmgren outside. Pass to SGA. 6 on the shot clock. No good from 11 feet. Durant for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's Houston holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets, the guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Took him no time at all on that one. Van Vliet's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Mitchell outside. Pass to Holmgren. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Shepard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Holmgren. And the Thunder, another 3.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred VanVleet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
Holmgren with a screen on VanVleet. From deep. Another miss by Holmgren. Here's Adams. From outside, off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
SGA looking it over. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
The deep three from VanVleet. Another miss by Houston. Thunder have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Williams with a clean look. 14 feet away. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Holmgren's got 8 points in the quarter.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Houston. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. VanVleet's got 29 in the game.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Fred VanVleet.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Down low, here's Hartenstein. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, with all the defense and intangibles he provides, to see Hartenstein cooking offensively, this is good work.
That one good for 2. VanVleet's got 34.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Jacks up a 3. It's good from Shepard on the assist from VanVleet.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Ellie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. See you next time.
Houston, Texas, the site for the Pistons. A force in the middle who will bring a physical presence tonight. Jalen Duren set to go as they prime themselves to the task ahead at the Toyota Center. Pistons, Rockets, it's next. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then it's Duren, then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Jenkins in at the point guard position. All right, we've now got our 2K. Nice! Big finish! Man!
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Harris. Duren with a screen on Smith. For three, here's Harris. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Harris can certainly knock this down, which is why you got to guard him tighter than that.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots. Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Here's Jenkins, defended by Thompson. Huerter from long range gets the trifecta.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
And Houston has possession. 9-point game. Here's Durant, drives to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Outside Huerter. Pass to Jenkins. Harris against Smith. Duren with a screen on Smith. Harris passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they simply can't miss right now.
The Rockets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Durant. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Out to Thompson. Duren, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Harris throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Thompson. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Count that one. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Rockets trail by 9. Here's Eason. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Nice pass from Şengün. I mean, he is such a complete player.
For Detroit, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Harris on the wing. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Huerter. Thompson, a screen on Eason. There's Huerter with the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Huerter's got 6 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and If you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Sasser comes in for Jenkins. The Rockets with another miss. The Pistons lead by 10. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Pass to Robinson. Thompson outside. Back to Robinson. Three-pointer. Rebound by Van Vliet. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 10. It's good.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Sasser can't hit. Houston has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And Adams, here we go. And that one's good.
Neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, there's not a bunch of defense being played either.
Sasser with the ball. No points so far. Here's Harris. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
It's been all about Tobias Harris for the Pistons. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Alperen Sengun out there with Steven Adams. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. Robinson to 3. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And Clark, one thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboard.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation to build on. You've got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Brian?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Holiday. Into the lane. And Holiday powers it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
He drops it from range. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
No surprise to see Van Vliet getting revenge at the arc. He wants them to know that's his turn.
Here's Jenkins, guarded by Van Vliet. Duren with a screen on Van Vliet. And the dunk by Duren.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Holiday. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepherd. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Jenkins. Stewart, left side. There's the three. Counted from distance. And the Pistons lead by 2.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Tobias Harris checked in for Stewart. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Detroit, second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Harris with it, defended by Şengün. Harris outside. Pass to Herder. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Good find from Harris. Love his team-first approach.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Jenkins. We saw him with 11 points in his last game.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection. He's found his range now, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early on.
And there's a pick. Pass to Harris. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Houston leading by 5. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Thompson passes to Harris. Yes, it's good. Harris has got 12 points.
Well, he sure is a talented combo forward with terrific feel for the game. Harris can score in bunches.
Now here's Van Vliet. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, these teams are going to have to win.
The previous play is under review.
See if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this?
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the... Thanks for tuning in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred Van Vliet.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Kevin Herder. And it's Jenkins in at the one. Jenkins misses. Houston leading by 5. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And that one drops.
Yeah, nice concentration by Şengün. He took the hit and still got it to go.
And the dunk by Duren.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And that one's good. Thompson.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Smith. The 3, here's Harris. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
That's good by Thompson.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Smith. Here's Harris. Again, the Pistons score.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Durant with the bucket.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Second in fast break points, 7th in points off turnovers, and they earned a spot in the top 10 for team blocks. They use their big men well to keep the paint locked up and not allow easy buckets.
And they really love to push the ball, finishing in the top 5 in fast break points. They were a fun team to watch. Here's Jenkins, defended by Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Here's Durant with the drive, taking the contact. KD willing that one in. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence in command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adams comes in for Smith, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Eason. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Out of bounds. Detroit ball.
Herter finds Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Outside Herter. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. Herter's got 11.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
You know, Fred Van Vliet is one of the most decorated, undrafted players in NBA history, Clark.
Yeah, he really has set himself apart in that regard. One of just 5 undrafted players to ever be named an All-Star. And he's a champion to boot. He was the first undrafted player to receive a max contract. Fred Van Vliet bet on himself and won big.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Jenkins, guarded by Van Vliet. Jenkins' shot is good.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Charity stripe shot, and down it goes. 2 points. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good shot selection from Van Vliet.
Pass to Jenkins. Now Harris. Out to Thompson. He shoots a 3. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Finney Smith checked in for the Rockets. Shepard comes in for Thompson. Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. On defense, Houston. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 6 to shoot. Now here's Harris. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Shepard for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
That run punctuated by the big trifecta. They're on fire.
And so it's Houston up 19 points as the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Capella in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Detroit has possession. 19-point game.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Here's Van Vliet. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Van Vliet's got 28.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
For 3, Robinson. Capella with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the inside. Finney-Smith passes to Van Vliet. Cranes the triple. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Green. Tight defense on him. Stewart. And that comes off the assist by Green.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Durant, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And a switch here also for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Robinson. Holland for 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Houston leading by 20. And here's Shepard for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Holland. So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella, he's checked in for Sengun. And Tate is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Harris right side.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the fourth. From the arc. And Houston another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And Houston making a change here. Davison's checked in.
Number 4.
Here's Jenkins, guarded by Van Vliet. Over to the wing.
Pass to Herder. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Fred VanVleet.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
And the basket by VanVleet.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome!
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
And he gets it to go off the front iron. VanVleet's got 45 points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Detroit moving the ball around. That three's off the mark. Puts it up. Gets the bucket.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, Allie's ready. Ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on, and I think in a pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment, and we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
All right. Thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I put $1 million in 2 pockets. I pay all the lawyers free, I'm out the docket. Sleeping and dreaming, talking to the rocket. He told me go up, I told him that I got him. Go St. Laurent, better misses what I'm rocking. Yellow the stone, the walking and standing tall, I got it.
I got it, I pick up a, aim at the heart, pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite, no bark, quick the remarks. Little bitty, they glow in the dark, unlimited pooling. When I'm tearing somebody, I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the homie, they promise her. Just hand me, and get right beside me, and hop in a ride inside us, and hit me the behind me, the timing it. That Ricky, no running back and forth. He cracking the, I'm back in the city, I'm headed to only warriors with me. Lord forgive me through whatever endeavors. It's JID, baby, I'm just a few letters. Take a look, I'm about to break a record. Put me in the books, I'm bound to beat the level. All about the effort, I'm putting in leg work. Early in the morning, count money till my head hurt. Being funny, we could put him in a red shirt. like an Ant-Man Edwards. Live in the reg, live in the flesh. I manifest every dollar sign I could collect. I could look in the face of a threat, but never sweat. You sweet, get out of the streets when it's sweet. Swap rides and bring it. So switch seats. Tazi coming with twist pieces. Eating cheese another day on the east, make them fall to their knees.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
$16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP-SE-LV. I can show you how to if you let me. I'm on a gram like confetti. Ready. She leaning on Celine cause she was stepping in Giuseppe.
Houston, Texas, the site for the Nets. The rangy big man, Nick Claxton, he'll need to be locked in on both ends as they get primed for game. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you want to... How we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
So the Nets starting five. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Demons out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And stolen by Thompson. Eason passes to Şengün. Over Claxton. Şengün no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes...
Nice finish. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Demon, that's good.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Here's Şengün. Off the iron that time.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Traoré. He's covered by Thompson. That ties it up.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Thompson for the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn.
2 minutes remaining.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Tari Eason. Porter with it. Guarded now by Durant. Traoré can't hit. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball.
Oh, my goodness, man. And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. When it comes to handling business off the floor, Richard, there might be no one better at doing it than Kevin Durant.
Oh, he's definitely very active, spreading his money around over 40 ventures or so. KD clearly...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My. Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside, Porter. Here's Demon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Demon's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Long range from the inbound, and Fred VanVleet gets the 3.
A terrific response. VanVleet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
Pass to Clowney. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Durant launches from deep. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. There's Porter with the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Finney-Smith. The rebound by the Nets.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
On the wing, Porter. That shot wide open. He's got 15.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Not... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Sharp. Terrence Mann is out there with Williams. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Wolf at the small forward spot. Sinks the three-pointer. Finney Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And one of the imperatives, RJ, for the Rockets this season, improving on the offensive end.
Yeah, their scoring struggles hamstrung them in that first-round defeat to Golden State. To compete into June, they're going to need to be able to convert in those pressure moments.
Tate, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Nets also making a change. Powell, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Houston making a switch. Holiday's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Zarof's checked in. Back to Williams. There's the triple. And again, it's the Nets missing. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Love seeing no room for error with that finish.
Here's Zaroff. Pass to Sohan. Williams for 3. The rebound by Holiday.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They double-team Şengün, and it's good for 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And it's Sohan missing. Now the Rockets with it. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. The shot's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Rockets, Durant comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepherd. And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Fred VanVleet.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter. And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Demons checked in. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Launches it. KD's shot is off. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Porter. Clock up 2 there. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Jabari Smith comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Fred VanVleet. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Demon, that's good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Clowney. This one for three. Rebounded by Capella. Houston's gone 1 or 2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
Here's Traore. Capella covering. Shoots from the elbow. 2 points. That one goes. 9 seconds left in the first half. Thompson looking for an opening. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle under way in this one. Houston on top. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
I think for Brooklyn, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them.
And when we look at the first half of the Nets, a close contest so far.
We love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone.
And that about wraps it up.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
We've got Shepard. He's out there with Şengün. Thompson is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 2 guard. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
From about 16, again, the Nets for 2.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Up top, Durant. Takes the 3. Okogie misses. Nets leading by 3. Porter with it. Guarded now by Durant. To the inside. Traore. Pass to Demon. Lets it go from deep. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant.
I cannot relate. Hey, baby, wanna know what I might do? That's about I like you. You can get a workout, not in the gym. You ain't gotta lie, we can smell the Ozempic. Bring it back, we back it up. Get a stack, spin a stack, we stack it up. Talking down on the squad, we turn it up. Honestly, baby, I don't give a Don't tap the glass.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
So the Houston starting five. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Amen Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Quickly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
Here's Durant, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Durant's got 5.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
The 3rd pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing, Legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. Well, what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And no hesitation that time by Pirtle. Never shy about scoring.
Şengün misses the 3.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Quickly passes to Barrett. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
And honestly, the one thing that's held Brandon Ingram back is health. And at this stage of his career, if he is able to play, he is going to be a huge factor.
Van Vliet's checked in for Houston. Eason can't get it to go. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That'll be a second foul of the game. Adams checked in for the Rockets. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with Toronto's head coach for a bit. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Ingram. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And that's now 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
I just love the ball.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Making a switch here. Dick's checked in. And then for Houston, Alperen Şengün's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Eason. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. Here's Durant. And another miss by Houston.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Dick. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment and punishing them for it. Just out of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
An effortless flush that time by Ingram. It's so easy for him to get to the rim.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 8-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull.
Here we go. Ball. I got your help side. Perimeter. Put it back. Ball. Keep coming. Keep pumping that. Get on him.
Oh, yeah.
For my heavy feet, just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. Send her, I know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all. I force the quiet out. No, I ain't going for it. No, I don't know nothing. I just counted my lump sum. I ain't going to bed to this gun. It's a hole in my chest to this close. Get cold as December with no clothes. This a V12 inch, I don't go slow. If my feet on the pedal, just hold on. My baby gon' hold out for me. I been praying we turn out okay. Girl, you know I got all eyes on me. 3-some thought for my heavy feet. Just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all. I ain't flying with y'all. I fuck the quiet out. I don't got much left. I'm by myself. I know what's right, what's wrong. I guess I don't got much else. Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. We're in the
get that from? Wow, where'd you get this fine? Like, can I get this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'ma risk this one. If your team worth $50, you really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? $3 some for my heavy feet.